Hello, welcome. My name is Veronica, and for anyone new here, I am 29 years old. I live in London and I did a low buy last year. There have been tons of videos online lately about low buys, no buy, and whatsoever. And today I want to reflect on what I've learned from my low buy in 2024. To quickly summarize my rules that I gave myself last year, I limited myself to 12 new pieces. This included clothing, shoes, accessories, you name it. And I did that for an entire year. And this is how it went. I've collected my notes here, so please excuse me if I look down at any point during the video. But first of all, I'm so proud of myself to actually managing only getting 12 new things last year. And if I make it worth, I'll insert a little graphic over here of things I got. And even with just 12 pieces, I managed to get some best and worst purchases out of it. Starting off strong, even though it was the final purchase I made in 2024, I finally treated myself to wool winter coat. It's been on my list for probably 2 or 3 years by now, but I don't really like black, and a lot of coats I've seen in the past were really, really dark. I kind of had to wait until I found a coat I truly love, because it's an investment, right? It's not a t-shirt where you can buy several of it. You have a winter coat for quite a few years. So the grey wool coat I got from Muji, I've pretty much worn it every day since I got it. And I think this is just a fantastic sign of now having it for, I think, 3 months. Wearing it every day means I truly love it. It was a good purchase and I don't regret it. Coming to items I regret on that list is this red linen dress I got, I think early spring last year from Arket. I still think it's a nice dress. However, I only managed to wear it once in the entire year. I really hated myself that I kind of wasted my 12 things for something I only wore once. Given I live in London, we don't really get a summer here, and this linen dress isn't just really appropriate to wear even on like a really hot day in the city. So I didn't really had any other holidays planned where I would just chill on vacation and be on the beach all day. So sadly, even though it could be worse, but it's not been my best purchase I've made last year. Coming to my biggest achievement in 2024, and that clearly was the process of unlearning the urge to shop. It also came with a downside, but more about that later. I think so many people, including myself, scroll on their phone constantly, and it's so easy to get overstimulated. And also, I think it's so normalized nowadays to just have a parcel waiting for you nearly every week, which is just not normal at all. I want to say that with confidence. We don't need all that stuff. We don't. And even though I've barely shopped in the past 12 months, my closet is still full. So I don't know how anybody else does it, but my closet wouldn't hold the amount of stuff I could potentially order. Especially with all of these micro trends coming up nearly on a weekly basis by now, we can't keep up. We just physically can't. So why even try? And one thing that really helped me, whether it was new color trending or just to spice things up occasionally, is I would get myself a new nail polish to just add a new color into my wardrobe, or to kind of spice outfits up a little bit. And something I haven't touched at all is, even though I limited myself to 12 new purchases, I didn't set any restrictions on secondhand clothing. There's so much good stuff out that has been already worn. You don't need to get things that are newly produced. First of all, don't buy something because you're bored. Second, if you're missing specific things in your closet, add a piece, or to just try to find a way around to kind of make your style or make your closet more joyful, more playful. And if you miss the feeling of being in a changing room, which honestly no one likes anyway, go to your local thrift store. There's also nothing wrong with just trying things on, even if it's just to realize that things are actually not that great. The fabric isn't always what we want, the exact shape isn't always what we need. There is a way around. Coming to a downside. One thing I really noticed during the past 12 months is that I kind of felt restricted when it comes to getting dressed. And truthfully, even though I finished my low buy year now, I'm not really sure where it was coming from. Maybe it was because I was getting used to the shopping detox of not buying so many things. Even then, I hardly utilized my closet. I don't know why I really felt like I was missing out on so many things. It was really heartbreaking of living in a city that is joyful, bright, bold, colorful, you name it, and just not feeling that you fit in with your closet. It was probably just in my head, but the feeling of being limited sadly really stuck with me throughout the low buy. Last year, I even started filming seasonal what I wear in a week videos, mostly for myself because I kind of wanted to challenge myself to at least create 7 outfits that I could wear this season without giving it too much thought. But I don't know what it was, but I just never ended up really happy with what I was wearing, and that is something I want to change. And truthfully, I don't think buying more would have solved the problem. Moving on to 2025. Number 1, continue with my low buy. Do I want to continue with my low buy? Yes, but I do not want to set a specific number for this year. And I know the goal police is out there. You can't achieve a goal if you didn't set yourself a number. Yes, I can, because it's my own goal. I'm not sure how it will work out in the end, but I just don't want to feel that restricted and limited this year anymore. And I kind of really want to get out of that rut. And this doesn't mean I'm going to go like crazy. For example, it's the end of February now, and I've only purchased 3 new things this year, which were on my wish list for probably at least 6 months. So I don't really feel bad about it. All those pieces are giving me so much joy. So why feel bad about it? No need to torture myself, but I still want to continue being really, really mindful. And this is just something that no one is ever going to take away from me after the challenge. Intention number 2 is don't shop for a life that you don't have. And this is partly coming out of my 2024 experience and my worst purchase as well. I work from home most days. I'm not a party queen. I don't play dress up, and I don't go on 11 beach vacations. So I don't need a lot of smart clothes, party dresses, or 4 more beach dresses because I don't wear them. So knowing your lifestyle also makes it so much easier to decide on which purchases are ultimately worth it. In addition to not shopping for a life you don't have, I also don't like to shop any pieces where I know I need additional stuff for it. So for example, if I really want to get a new dress, but I also need to get a new jacket and new shoes with it, this is probably not fitting my wardrobe. It's also probably not fitting my current style if I need to add so many additional pieces just to make it work. I just want to keep that at the back of my head constantly. Intention number 3, minimalism doesn't mean boring. With the whole low buy, no buy, capsule wardrobe, and whatever that's going on in probably the past years, at that point, I kind of lost the spark of enjoying fashion and getting dressed up. My focus for 2025 is to try and find the spark again. I think I also need to add a bit more color into my wardrobe. We've worn enough beige, grays, and 11 different tones of blue. So 2025 is to enjoy fashion, to bring out the bold shapes like the shirt I got recently, bring out some colors. And if that means I'm getting 1 or 2 new pieces per season, so be it. Fourth and ultimate intention for 2025 is to utilize my current wardrobe more. I started tracking what I'm wearing, although rather inconsistent over the past year, but even though with the current numbers I've gotten out of it, it's shocking. Accordingly to my very poor set of data, I am utilizing 33% of my current wardrobe. That's a third. For this year, I really want to try to be a bit more consistent with tracking so I can get the poor data set to maybe a more reliable one, but also to utilize my wardrobe a little more. I might be starting to pick 1 or 2 pieces each week that I haven't worn in a very long time and just see if I can make an outfit out of it or see if it kind of still works with my current style. And if not, those pieces have to go. Sadly, I can still sell them online or donate them, but I don't want to have a lot of stuff sitting in my closet that I never wear. It's just clutter in the end. And I think that's it. That's my little recap of my low buy for 2024 and my intentions how to move on in 2025. Have you ever done a low buy or no buy challenge, or maybe you are doing one this year? Let me know your biggest takeaways, any tips and tricks that I could maybe utilize more. Otherwise, thank you for watching. See you soon.